Well, there you are, all you recovery family and folks and advocates of recovery. It's the Monty Man here at Take12Radio.com on your internet dial with our Monty Man's Meditorial YouTubeo deal for this week. Hey, listen, I got a question for you. How bad does something have to get before you and I are sick and tired of what it's doing for us? I have a friend who knows a friend who lives up in the Portland area that struggles terribly with pornography, particularly on the internet. And when his pastor asked him, let's see, what can we do to help you be accountable in that area? What can we do to put a program on your computer so you can still use your computer and yet you'll be accountable with somebody to this. So, you know, just like in a 12-step program, you have a sponsor, somebody that can help you through this. And he didn't want to do anything about that. He didn't want to change anything. And yet, every time he fell, he would weep. He would be distraught. He felt so bad and so guilty. But the bottom line is, he didn't really want to change. Is there something like that in your life? Is there something like that, particularly in your recovery? Let me challenge you. For those of you who are going to 12-step meetings and been going for a long time and have never actually applied and implement or worked the steps into your life. You haven't got a sponsor. You're sitting there and think you're going to absorb all this by osmosis, and it's not going to happen. You haven't read the big book or the basic text or whatever literature it is you have for your particular 12-step fellowship. You haven't made yourself accountable to somebody. You're just going to meetings, and you're not going to stay clean and or sober in whatever area of your life so easily besets you, whether it's food or money or gossip or alcohol or narcotics. You're not going to stay clean and sober in that area simply by falling in love with the methodology of the program. The steps on the wall aren't going to keep you sober. That's ink on paper. They must be applied and implemented. Nothing changes, my friends, if nothing changes. You know what I'm saying? So please, when you go to these meetings and you hear people say, get a sponsor, work the steps, you need to find somebody who's teaching out of the book, who has experience in this area, that is teaching that it is a power greater than yourself that you can restore you to sanity. Not meetings, not other people. And then you need to work these steps. Otherwise, just like my friend's friend who struggles with pornography, nothing's going to change. And every time he falls, and every time we fall, if we're not doing the deal, we're going to be miserable, we're going to feel guilty, but nothing is going to be different. So I encourage you this week, if you're not doing the deal, get into it. Would you please? Read the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. Read the basic text if you're in the basic text of Narcotics Anonymous. Apply and implement that stuff. And if you don't know how to do it, get a sponsor who's experienced that does. Otherwise, you're really not working a 12-step fellowship. For those of you who are, God bless you, and go out and teach and help somebody else to do the same. Until next week, this is the Monty Man, and I am wishing God's perfect serenity for you. Bye-bye.